Hi everyone, welcome to your Rise Anytime Reformer workout. My name's Laura and today I'm going to take you through a full body dynamic session. All we need is a set of hand weights. They are optional. If you don't have them, we can do the whole class without them. Otherwise, grab a heavy set and then come on down to your machine. We're going to start with some double leg footwork. So nice quick warm up today. Let's go all springs on except for a quarter or all springs on except for a half. It's nice and quick, so you can go heavy with these springs in our warm up today. Okay, lying yourselves down with your hand weights, elbows in by your side, bring your heels onto the foot bar, give your toes a nice big flex back, elbows in by your side, weights to the ceiling. We're going to go for a punch as we push the carriage away. So we send the carriage out, we punch the weights up, and then bend the elbows as we bend the knees. Great. Now let's start to pick up the pace. So it's a nice quick movement, bringing the carriage all the way back in, tapping your elbows back onto the carriage. And then we want to start to pick up the pace. So we want to go nice and quick. Big punch up. Excellent. Now, if you would like a little bit more with this, we can start to add a march with our legs today. So we push away, march one leg, and then the other leg. March, march. That's just an option if you would like more. However, you can just stick to that double leg warm up if you prefer. I'm going to stick to the double leg warm up. Just picking up that pace. As I mentioned, it's a really quick warm up today. Nice, short, sharp. So this is our only variation of footwork. Okay, keep it going. Let's go 10 more counts. Then we're going to hold the carriage in halfway. Excellent. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, carriage in halfway. Bring your weights to the ceiling. Flex your toes back towards your face. Maybe push out the carriage a smidge further so we've found that sweet spot. Excellent. Can we go little pulses with the carriage? Up an inch, down an inch. Still keeping those toes flexing back towards your face. Great. Okay. Can we start to make those pulses a little bit higher up the rails, a little bit deeper? Good job. Let's go 5. We're going to hold halfway one last time. In 3, 2, holding halfway here. Now we punch those weights up, up, up. Try and get those elbows to tap, but we're also pressing all the way back up to the ceiling. Up, 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 up. Good. Let's go 5, 4, 3, as quick as you can, 2, and 1. Excellent. Push all the way out, get that nice release. Carriage comes all the way in. So, like I mentioned, straight into it today. We're coming into some core wheelbarrows. Now, we're going to go light springs. So, 1/4 spring, which is a blue on my machine, is going to be our standard here. And then lighter is more challenging. So if you would like a little bit more of a challenge, you can go your 1/4 spring or whatever your lightest spring on your machine is. Now, option 2, if you'd like another challenge, you can lower your foot bar down. So the lower your foot bar is towards the ground, that will also increase the challenge of this exercise. Okay, so setting yourself up, dropping your hips, feet back into your shoulder pads. We're in our half plank here, so we've got a straight line from our shoulders down to our knees. Arms stay nice and straight. We slide the carriage away, so as far as you can, and then close the carriage all the way back in over the stoppers. Excellent. So we try and keep our body as still as we can, hinging away, bringing ourselves all the way back over the foot bar. Keep it going. All the way out, all the way back in. Now, you'll start to find that you push out and you kind of get to that shaky zone. See if you can go a smidge further back before pulling it in. Excellent. Keep those going. If you would like an extra challenge again, you can take your feet out of your shoulder pads and take your knees further back. Whew, that got me shaking. So you've got lots of options there to increase the challenge with this. And you've also got options to make it a smidge easier if you need. And like always, if you need to stop, have a shake, come back when you're ready, go for it. Good, let's go for that little pause at the end still. Still trying to get that smidge further each time. Whew. All right, let's go 10 more counts here. We're gonna hold it out. Good, let's go 5. Last 3, 2, next one, hold it out. Holding, holding, holding. Can you go a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further? Good, now hold it there. I always think of this as like holding up a building. Okay, embrace the shakes. I'm shaking myself. Let's go 5, 4, breathe through it. 3, last 2, and last 1. Come on in. Whew. Little roll of those shoulders. Okay, we're gonna go into obliques before we move from here. So this time, same setup, feet back into the shoulder pads. We're gonna take both hands to the far corner of your foot bar, so your away side. We still get that drop, that straight line from your shoulders. However, we send the carriage away nice and straight, just exactly as what we were doing. However, when we pull in, we look away from the camera, look back towards your feet, and we get that nice big C to close. Good, we send the carriage out. We have straight lines as we send the carriage out, and then we go for that C curve like a snake as you come back up. So essentially, it's like we're crunching through the side of the waist here as we close the carriage. Now, keep them going. We still want to try and keep those hips low in that half plank position. So just watch that you're not starting to stick your butt out. It's a really natural thing for your body to want to do to make it easier. But we want to try and keep that challenge in that half plank. Excellent, nice big close, looking back at your ankles, and then all the way back out. Excellent. All right, let's go 10 more counts here. So roughly 2 more reps. Nice big C curve, so that camera shoulder will lift towards your ear as well. Okay, next one, let's hold it out, hold it out, hold it out. Good, again, like those shakes, we're gonna embrace those shakes. Whew. All right, holding here, we're gonna do a slow release to pull it back in for 5 counts. Okay, let's go team. Slow release in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, straight over onto the other side. Let's get this over and done with. All right, feet back into your shoulder pads. Back up into that half plank position, sending the carriage away. We're nice and straight. We C curve this time. Look to the camera, look to the back of your feet, and then send it back. I do find going over onto the second side, I do get a second wind for like the first 2 reps. So as you're pushing out, still try and find that shaky zone, and we're getting that nice big cinch through the waist as we come back in. Shaky zone, all the way back in. So there's no rush with these either. The slow and steady is better here. All right, let's do 2 more reps, and then we've got that hold. Excellent. All right, good. 1 more, and then we've got that hold. Okay, push it out, hold here, hold, 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 hold. Good, all right, we've got the shakes tucking through the tailbone. Good, let's pull it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, find your child's pose. Send the carriage out. Reach your hands away. And then coming into that beautiful little back stretch here, looking up to the ceiling, keep your arms straight, pull the carriage in, and then go again. Big stretch out, all the way up, pulling it in. 1 more. And closing all the way in. All right, so coming into some heavy leg work next. We're going to change our springs, going for a full spring as your standard option, adding on a quarter spring, so a full and a quarter if you'd like a little bit more. You can go up to a full and a half if you're feeling it today. Then foot bar comes up, grabbing our hand weights, we're gonna go into a curtsy lunge today. So we're going to stand by the base of the foot bar with our feet turned out, and then camera leg is going to step back into your shoulder pads. Now, notice I've picked up my hand weights here as well. You're welcome to grab yours. Starting with them at your chest, we're gonna go for a tippy bird here. So we're gonna send the carriage away, we bend into that front leg, the carriage goes out, and then we rise up. Let's add a shoulder press, reach to the ceiling with those arms. Excellent. So, all the way down, big press out. Good, shoulder press to stand. Excellent. Now you can add a tricep press with those arms if you'd like a little bit more, and then big lift up to the ceiling. Okay, then once you find your rhythm, we can start to pick up the pace here. So start to go a little bit quicker down, and then big lift up. So we've still got that turn out through that front leg. My toes are turning as far into the springs as I can get them, which means my knees also turning as far in towards the springs as possible too. Excellent. Okay, so if this is you today, we can just stick with this. Otherwise, let's add a scooter at the bottom. So we hold the carriage out, we add that extra tricep drop. We press back out, and then we come up to stand. Excellent, go again, out, in, press, all the way up. Good, so we should start to feel the burn now, particularly because we're adding more load at the bottom with that scooter. So press out, in, out, and up. So you've got the option here to add a second scooter if you wish. So maybe we do one, then we do two, then we come up. So the more load we add at the bottom, the more we're getting into that loaded standing leg, and it's entirely up to you. So you've got options there if you want to add that second one today. Good. All right. Let's go 10 more counts here. We're gonna hold it at the bottom. Excellent. All right, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it at the bottom, just those scooters. In, out, good. Start to pick up the pace, maybe go a little bit quicker here. Whew. Good, still keeping our hips facing forward. All right, let's go 10 more counts, and we're gonna come into a flying split variation next, okay? Let's go 4, as quick as you can. Last 3, last 2, last 1, kick out, hold, drop the weights down, keep that hold. So we're still loading into that front leg. Hands come down onto your foot bar. We've got that back leg stretch, so I'm in that lunge position. All right, we're going for a flamingo flying split. So we're going to lift the foot on the ground up so your knee comes to your nose, and then we land. Big stretch. Go again, lift and lower. Whew. All right, so definitely getting the heart rate up here. We're not here for long. However, if you'd like to add a little bit more with this one, we can go for a kick out to the side. So we can kick out, then land, but you've got the option to stick with just towards your nose if that's you today. All right, good, getting that nice big stretch when you come down. All right, nothing fancy here, just 10 more counts, stay with it. Up and down. Good, maybe try and look up to the ceiling even as you land, so you're getting a bit of extension through your back too. All right, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, big kick. Excellent, and then come on down. Whew. All right, so before we do the other side, we're gonna do a bit of arm work. So I'm gonna suggest staying on that same full spring. If it is a little too heavy for you on your machine, you can go half spring. However, it's short, sharp arm work. will feel a little bit heavier, feels a bit better going heavier. So sitting down, reaching behind, grab hold of your short loops. Good, elbows in by your side. And we're gonna start with a punch. So we're gonna press out and then arms back in. Press and then arms back. Excellent. Now, if you find that this is quite light for you, you're welcome to add on here with your springs. Maybe add that quarter, add your half. And then we're gonna start to lift the hips. So we're gonna press up, punch forward, lower back. So nice and quick, punch, back, punch, back. Excellent. So we're not here for long. Nice, big, fast movements. Heart rate is still elevated. All right. So like I mentioned, we're not here forever. We've got 20 counts. We're gonna hold it up. So if you need to, you can always just stay seated on your butt. Just those punches. And you might even wanna alternate. So we do one punch up and then one low. So it's entirely up to you. Okay, let's go. 5 more counts, we hold it up. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Just hold it here. Keep those arms straight. Smile. All right, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, arms on fire. Okay, have a little crisscross of those arms. And by crisscross, I mean big swings. And then taking your arms behind, interlace them, look up to the ceiling. Just be mindful of the foot bar. Fold forward, tuck yourself under, have a little rock side to side. And then roll yourselves on up. We're gonna even out those legs on the other side. We'll get it over and done with. All right, so same springs, 1 full spring, adding on if you did on the other side, and then setting up away side of the camera this time. So grabbing those weights if we did, we start with our feet in a V position by the foot bar. So this time we step the away leg back into the shoulder pads. Okay, weights at your chest, and then we start with that tippy bird. So we bend into the front leg, back leg straightens, and then we come up, shoulder press. Press all the way out, and then all the way back up. Excellent. Down and up. So the aim of the game here is to load into that front leg. And we're trying to get as much depth as possible, getting that back leg as straight as possible too. All right. So once you find your rhythm, start to pick up the pace. So a little bit quicker. Whew. All right. And then let's start to add that scooter at the bottom. So we come up, down, hold. We add the triceps with it, in, press out, and then we come up to stand. Rinse and repeat. Out, in, press, and up. Keep it going. So a quick little hack here too. If you do find that you've got shorter legs, you might want to step your feet further back towards the shoulder pads. However, if you've got longer legs, the further back you go, the heavier the springs will feel. So keep that in mind too. Okay, now maybe adding that double scooter at the bottom now too, if you did on the other side. So we do 2, and then all the way back up. Whew. Heart rate is definitely up here. Excellent. It's exactly what we want. Getting it done. Whew. All right. We've got 15 counts, and then we're holding down just those scooters. So on the other side, I didn't do 2 scooters the whole time. I did 1. So if you're literally copying me and you did 2 scooters on the other side, go for it. All right, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, coming on down on your next one, just those scooters, in and out. Try and bend a little deeper into that front leg, getting your chest over the foot bar, and we're going as quick as we can. I know that front leg is on fire. All right, 10 counts. We know what's coming this time. We've got our flamingo flying splits, flying pikes, I should say. All right, nice and quick. Let's go 8, 7. We drop the dumbbells in 5, 4, 3, 2. Press out, drop the weights. Try not lose that connection. All right, hands to your foot bar. Excellent. Deep, deep, deep lunge here. And then we go for that pike. Knee to nose, deep lunge to land. Up and land. Excellent. Big pike, big lower. Whew. So try and land with your toes as far up towards the foot bar as possible. So we're getting that deep lunge as we lower. And we still want our chest coming up and over the foot bar too. Let's add the kick if we did on the other side. Down and kick. Down and kick. Remember, there was no holding or pulsing or anything. We just stuck it out to the end. Whew. All right, 10 more counts, everybody. Almost there, home stretch. Whew. All right. Woo, just kick the carriage. All right, last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, everyone. Make it a big kick. And then coming on down, have a little shake of those legs. All right, one last exercise. We're going to finish with some back rowing, facing the pulleys. So again, you can stay on that full spring. If you'd like a little bit more, add that quarter or add your half. And then we're coming into a sumo position, facing the back. So I'm straddling the carriage. Reach down, grab hold of those short loops. And then once you've got your short loops, shuffle yourself back towards the foot bar. Okay, we're gonna row as we squat. So thumbs up, row squat, get down as low as you can, and then release, stand tall. Go again, squat and lift. Now, if you do get started and you find that it is a little too heavy, you're welcome to shuffle up towards the shoulder pads. It will make it a little bit lighter. However, if it's not heavy enough anymore, shuffle yourselves all the way back. Excellent. Imagine you've got a wall behind you here too, so we want to try and get your shoulders and your butt sliding down a wall. Thumbs up, big row in, and release. Let's start to add a pulse. So we come in, we pulse, and then we release. Go again, row in, pulse, release. Excellent. This is our last little bit, everyone. We're not here for long. We've ticked off all body parts with this workout. Good, keeping it going. Nice and warm, nice, quick, dynamic workout. All right, let's go 10 more counts. We're gonna hold it low, just our rows. All right, last 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it down, just those rows. So really squeezing the shoulders back, release. Squeeze it back, release. Get down as low as you can in that squat. Home stretch, big pull in. All right, 10 more counts. We're holding it back. That's the end of our class. All right, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, row, hold it back, hold it back, hold it back. Can we go just that pulse to finish? Keep those elbows back, tight squeeze, shoulder blades pulling in together. All right, let's go 5. We get a nice juicy stretch. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straps onto the shoulder pads, fold forward. If you've got more than just a full spring, take the others off. Full spring will do the trick. Let's take a down dog stretch. So sliding the carriage out, lift your butt to the ceiling. Try and get your chest as low as you can, and then take a nice big inhale breath. And then on the exhale, try and just sink a little deeper towards the carriage. And then round yourself up, pull the carriage in, maybe pull back on it. And then go again, big push out, down dog, Rinse and repeat. Now, if you're finding that it's a little too challenging on the back of your legs to keep them straight, a soft bend here is absolutely fine. So if you need to keep a soft bend, that's fine. Try going straight legs. We'll just get an extra stretch to your hamstrings, but everybody's body is different. Okay. And then whichever you prefer, you can go back and down into that down dog, or if it feels better to hold it out and just breathe, you can. And just 5 more counts. Wherever you're at, bring it on in. Feel free to go on to another stretch video, maybe add your mermaid, add your legs in straps, but otherwise you are done for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.